What if the most powerful force available to you has been with you all along? Something so natural, you rarely give it conscious thought. Your feelings aren't just personal experiences. They are vibrations, energetic signatures that ripple outward into the fabric of the universe itself. Feelings are the language of the universe. This isn't just a poetic metaphor. It's a fundamental principle of how reality operates around us. Throughout human history, wisdom traditions have recognized this truth. Ancient philosophies from the East to indigenous knowledge systems have all pointed to a universal consciousness that responds to our inner states. Today, even quantum physics suggests that consciousness and observation affect the material world in ways we're only beginning to understand. The universe doesn't respond to your words, your wishes, or even your actions alone. It responds to your emotional frequency, the vibration you consistently maintain. Science tells us that everything in existence is energy vibrating at different frequencies. This includes your thoughts and especially your emotions. Think of it like this. Your emotions are broadcasting a signal every moment of every day. This signal is your primary form of communication with the universal intelligence that shapes your experiences. When you feel joy, you're not just experiencing a chemical reaction in your brain. You're emitting a frequency that ripples through the quantum field around you. When you understand this language, you recognize that your emotional state isn't just a reaction to your reality. It's actively creating it. This isn't to say that external circumstances don't matter. They do. But your emotional response to those circumstances matters far more in determining what comes next. Consider how different people can face the same challenge and create entirely different outcomes. One person approaches a job interview with anxiety and dread, focusing on all the ways they might fail. Another approaches with genuine excitement and confidence, feeling grateful for the opportunity. The universe responds to these different emotional frequencies by orchestrating experiences that match each vibration. The universe operates on a principle of resonance. Like attracts like. Whatever emotional frequency you consistently emit becomes the attractor for experiences that match that vibration. This is more than just positive thinking. It's about the actual energetic state you maintain over time. Many of us have been taught to ignore our feelings or push them aside. We've learned to prioritize logical thinking above emotional awareness. But in doing so, we've disconnected from the very language the universe speaks. We wonder why our reality doesn't change despite our best efforts, not realizing we're speaking a language the universe doesn't respond to. This is why temporary positive thinking often fails to create lasting change. It's not your occasional thoughts, but your sustained emotional state that the universe responds to. You cannot fool the universe with affirmations if your underlying feeling state contradicts them. The universe doesn't hear your words, it feels your vibration. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to experience the same patterns repeatedly? The person who constantly fears betrayal keeps attracting relationships where trust is broken. The individual who feels fundamentally unworthy continues to encounter situations that reinforce this belief. This isn't bad luck or cosmic punishment. It's the universe matching their consistent emotional frequency. Similarly, those who maintain states of genuine appreciation tend to find more to appreciate. Those who cultivate inner peace tend to experience more peaceful circumstances. The universe isn't rewarding or punishing anyone. It's simply responding to the vibrational requests being broadcast. When you feel genuine gratitude, you vibrate at one of the highest frequencies possible, and the universe must, by the laws of energy, return experiences that match this vibration. This is why gratitude practices are so powerful. They're not just psychological exercises. their vibrational attunement. Every emotion has its own distinct frequency. Fear vibrates differently than love. Resentment feels different than forgiveness. Depression carries a different energy than joy. These aren't just subjective experiences. They are measurable energetic states that communicate specific information to the field of intelligence around us. Fear attracts experiences that validate fear. Love attracts experiences that validate love, not because the universe is judging, but because it's reflecting, always and without exception. This is the neutrality of universal law. The universe doesn't decide what's good or bad for you. It simply delivers experiences that match your emotional broadcasting. Many spiritual traditions describe the universe as a mirror, reflecting back precisely what we project. Modern physicists might describe it as a holographic universe, where each part contains information about the whole. Whatever metaphor resonates with you, the principle remains. Your external reality forms around your internal emotional state. The good news: you have the power to choose your emotional state, not by suppressing authentic feelings, but by mindfully cultivating the feelings that align with your desired reality. This begins with awareness, noticing what you're feeling without judgment. From this place of awareness, you can gently shift your vibration. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to feel happy when you're grieving, or pretending to be confident when you're afraid. Authentic emotional intelligence means honoring all your feelings, while consciously choosing which ones to amplify and sustain. Sometimes this means sitting with difficult emotions, processing them fully, and allowing them to transform naturally. Other times, it means actively cultivating emotions like gratitude, peace, or joy through intentional practices. The key is conscious choice rather than unconscious reaction. This doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges. It means understanding that how you feel about those challenges determines whether they become stepping stones or stumbling blocks. Every difficulty carries within it the seed of an equivalent or greater opportunity, but only for those who maintain the emotional frequency that allows them to perceive it. Consider someone facing financial hardship. If they remain in a state of panic, worry, and scarcity consciousness, they'll likely miss opportunities that could improve their situation. Their emotional state literally filters their perception. The same person facing the same circumstances, but maintaining a vibration of abundance and possibility, will notice different opportunities and respond differently to challenges. Your feelings influence not just what you attract, but how you perceive what's already present. Two people can look at the same situation and see entirely different realities based on their emotional filters. In this way, your feelings determine both what comes into your experience and how you interpret that experience. This understanding gives you tremendous creative power. By becoming more intentional about your emotional state, you become more intentional about the reality you're creating. This isn't about controlling every thought or forcing yourself to feel positive all the time. It's about developing emotional mastery, the ability to consciously choose and sustain beneficial emotional states. How do you develop this mastery? It begins with presence, the willingness to feel what you're feeling without resistance. When you resist emotions, you actually amplify them and extend their duration. When you meet them with presence, they can move through you more quickly and transform naturally. From this place of presence, you can then gently guide your emotional state in preferred directions. This might involve practices like gratitude journaling, meditation, conscious breathing, physical movement, spending time in nature, or surrounding yourself with people who maintain the emotional frequencies you wish to embody. Remember that your emotional state is influenced by many factors, including what you consume through media, the quality of your relationships, how well you care for your physical body, and the stories you tell yourself about your life circumstances. All of these elements can be adjusted to support a more beneficial emotional vibration. Your feelings are not just reactions, they are creative forces. They are the primary way you communicate with the intelligent universe around you. When you claim responsibility for your emotional state, you claim your creative power. This understanding transforms how you approach manifestation. Instead of focusing primarily on thoughts, affirmations, or visualizations, you recognize that it's your feeling state that does the real work of creation. A 5-minute visualization practiced with genuine feeling is more powerful than hours of mental imagery without emotional engagement. So ask yourself, what language are you speaking to the universe today? What emotional frequency are you broadcasting? Because the universe is listening, always, and responding in kind. This doesn't mean you'll never feel negative emotions, or that having such feelings dooms you to negative experiences. We all move through the full spectrum of human emotion. What matters is your predominant emotional state, the vibration you return to most consistently. As you become more conscious of your emotional language, you begin to see the direct correlation between your inner state and your outer circumstances. This awareness itself begins to transform your relationship with life. You move from feeling like a victim of circumstances to recognizing yourself as a powerful creator. The universe isn't separate from you. It's the medium through which you express and experience yourself. Your emotions aren't just personal experiences. They're the creative force that shapes your reality. In every moment, you're in intimate conversation with the universe through the language of feeling. Your feelings are the language of the universe. Speak consciously.